Alright, so I am updating my video log, and it's been about 2 weeks or so since I last updated. Actually, it's been longer than that. My last infusion was on December 22nd, and I did not do a video journal on the 21st or the 22nd. Those last 2 days were brutal, beyond measure. I lost all time and space. I had no sense of anything around me. My husband was doing an amazing job of pushing me through, but it was just extremely, extremely brutal on me. So I wasn't able to actually get in front of a camera and put any sense of words together. We came back home on the 23rd, and we rushed into all the Christmas and the holidays, all the rush of the go to this family, go to that family. Luckily, we had pre-planned and gotten all the Christmas stuff taken care of prior to us leaving, but coming back and just getting everything together and going to see this family and that family, it was just very, very exhausting. I had absolutely zero sense about me. Again, my husband and my son now were literally pushing me from one activity to the next activity. I remember there was one day, actually 2 days after we got back, we were in the bedroom putting stuff away, and I literally sat on the floor and just like laid down as flat as I could and just said, I can't do anymore. My mind was just mentally just gone. All that to say, the week after your 2-week infusions, if that's the way you go, it's just mind-numbing. First of all, you go through a world of emotions because your body is detoxing all of the heavy-duty ketamine. It's detoxing all the heavy-duty Versed if your body's able to handle that. Then your brain is trying to reset. And remember, the ketamine infusion is turning off a portion of your brain to allow it to reset. And it's done so well, you have no idea what's going on, and now all of a sudden your brain's trying to turn back on. So you have that going on. And then if you have the bad Crips flare-ups, there's potential you could go into a spiral of Crips flare-ups, which I did. About 2 or 3 days after we got home, I had horrendous pain all throughout my face, all throughout, actually it ended up on this side of my ear as well, down into my neck. I was just in horrendous pain, and it wasn't getting any better. I started panicking. I got in contact with my other pain doctor here in Jacksonville, and she set me on a right path, gave me what I needed to have. No pain medicine. It was she just taught me through it and said, okay, look, this is what's happening. So just expect that week after, it's rough. It's very tough, and people warned me of that, but I'm warning you of that. It was rough. Finally got my sense of being and who I was and what was going on and what I needed to do the next day and what I needed to do for my family around December 30th. So my last infusion was December 22nd. December 30th is finally when I actually got who I was. So this past week, I've just been trying to find out what I need to do, find my new groove, retrain my brain, because again, my brain was turned off a little bit for a while, and I have to build that muscle back up, build that memory mass back where it needs to be. I will say, I don't know if this is like medically sound or whatever, but my short-term memory, there's portions of my short-term memory that I lost. Because there's things that people have said to me over the last week or so that I apparently had talked to them about the week or two prior to the infusion that I don't remember. And it's not everything, it's just there was a couple of things there. So again, I've gotten all that back now, so I feel mentally sound. So after the initial infusions, I had to go onto a small dose 2 times a day, in the morning and the afternoon. They're called lozenges. So they just melt in your mouth. that first week of trying to do that and detoxing from the heavy dose, again, sent my body into a spiral. It scared me. I wasn't exactly sure if I was ever going to get out of this. Again, Dr. Dennis here locally was just tremendous in helping me just like see past it. We've finally gotten into that new routine. The pain is not as bad anymore. After I panicked and I went into that spiral, I started adjusting mentally and figuring out what I needed to do differently. The last 5 days or so have been much better. Mentally, I'm crisp, I'm clear. I take my infusion or my the lozenge early in the morning, early in the morning, and then about 10-12 hours later in the afternoon I do it again. About 45 minutes or so, my son and my husband have laughed hysterically at me because I do go into this really, really weird trance kind of state. The first couple days that I did it, I was actually trying to make dinner when I was doing it, and it was crazy. I had to stop and say, John, I need you in here now because I have no idea what food is here or what's going on. But that only lasts about 30-40 minutes max. So I've learned through some of my other ketamine partners or people that have gone through this to just take it, go lay down, get through the low feeling, and then once that's passed, you're golden. So I've been doing that. I've gotten myself into a good position and routine, and now I have energy, I have clarity of mind. I do have the pressure. So where's my pain level at, and where's the crips? The crips is still there, right? It's not going away, but where's it at? Is it in remission? It's not 100% in remission. And I can know this because the symptoms are still there, but they're not as pronounced, and the pain level is not as horrible. So, I mean, what we've got going on now is my SCM muscle, so it's the muscle right here, gets super hard and super tight, and it ends up pulling down into my cheekbone and pulling down in my ear. It feels like it's going to pull my whole cheek out. But it never gets to the point of actually stabbing and burning pain. I'm actually able to think past it. So it's been good. Sorry, my dog is chewing his bone, so sorry. So I'm able to think past the ear pressure. I'm able to again have clarity of mind. The protocol, where are we at now? What do we got to do now? We are past the 2 weeks, so I had my liver test last week, liver function test, to see if the ketamine hurt my liver, and I did pass that. Everything's fine with that, so we're going back for the 2-day booster next week. Actually, it's going to be the 15th and 16th. It'll be the high intense dose again, so I'm interested to see what that's going to do to me, how long it's going to take me to bounce back from that. It'll be the interesting thing for me. Again, the whole goal with this is to turn that portion of the brain off for a longer period of time, and then during this 2-3 week lull before the next booster, we're turning it off just in a small portion, not as big of a portion. So the milligrams that I personally am taking is 30 milligrams in the morning and at night. Some people take 200 milligrams in the morning and at night, but right now we're just trying the 30, and it's working for me. So we're going to do the boosters next week, and it's 2 days, and then we'll go through another 3-week lull again where I'm taking the smaller doses, and then we'll do another 2-day booster. I'm hoping after that I can just be done, but only time will tell. I'm at first, the first week or so, wasn't thrilled with this whole process, not one bit. I was mad about it. I was angry that I put myself in the situation. And I just wanted to go back on all the other medicines that I was on and just be done with this. But I feel better now. I feel better that I am not on all the high medicines that I was on, and my body just feels cleaner. So anyways, that's where I'm at with ketamine infusions and ketamine process. And today is January 7th. It's Sunday, and that's all I have to say. Until next time, see you later.